What is up, guys? PetriFy here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the spawns on Crane site, and I just want to say this real quick, point out these two spawns right here. There's one right there and one back here. I just want to point those out because they really don't matter, but it's better for you guys to know them just in case. But you get these spawns normally when you just spawn into a private server by yourself, or if there's literally nobody in the middle, like nowhere on this side at all, and they're all back here or something, you can get that spawn right there. But it's very rare that happens. So there's the two rare spawns that happen right there. But we're going to start on the Phantom side first. We're going to start on Phantom team, and I'm going to show you guys all the spawns on this side, which there is a ton of spawns on this map, so that's a warning. If you guys master all these spawns, you will definitely know how to spawn trap and actually get a lot more kills in the game. Definitely if you hold that up there. But on the ghost side, if you hold that up there. But getting into these spawns, there's a spawn back here around this area. And then there's a spawn right here. This one's more rare when all the enemies are actually pushing this out, and over here to the right, when the ghost side is pushing all this side out, you'll normally get this spawn over here, or you just spawn out over there, which I'll show you all the spawns in a second. Now, I've seen some people spawn here before, but that could have been just them spawning on a teammate, so I'm not 100% sure on this spawn. I never personally got a spawn there before. But I don't really get spawn trap much to get forced there. But that is a possible spawn. It might have just been people spawning on teammates or something. But there is a spawn back here. A lot of people do get when the enemies push out that side of the map and push them deep into the spawn, which will give them this spawn back here, so they can go up the ladder and take out enemies and stuff. So that's actually a decent spawn. Then you have a spawn right over here, which is actually I really don't know what causes this spawn, to be honest. I've just seen people randomly spawn here. It doesn't matter where you're standing on the map. I never really seen why people spawn there. But anyways, getting back to here, this is more of the one outskirts of the map spawn back here. But a lot of people do spawn here when you actually push out all sides of the map, when you have teammates pushing out all sides of the map and they're forced back here, which is actually a really good spot to spawn trap. And then you have another one over here. You guys can keep track of all the spawns if you guys want to. The important ones are basically the ones that I told you right now are the important ones. Pretty much every spawn in the game is important. If there's not an important one, I will tell you that you really don't need to worry about. But then you have a spawn right over here. Back in this area, you have a spawn. And then right over here, you have a spawn as well. I think that makes it like 9 spawns on the Phantom side. And then you could get a spawn over here, and this goes for Phantom and Ghost. This spawn back here. You can get a spawn back here for Phantom as well, and back over in this area right over there. You guys can get spawns as Phantom, but that's if the team actually like pushes out your whole spawn, like every single corner of your spawn, and then you'll get these spawns back here. But Ghosts also spawn in those areas. So going over to the Ghost side, I'm going to do join/G. If you guys see me typing in chat, because I was just testing because I forgot how to type it. But here's the default spawn. This is where a lot of people spawn at the start of the game. On the Ghost side, which is a very, very popular spawn where a lot of people hit feeds from because they snipe into this area. But there's one spawn here, and then there is one spawn over here. Now the Ghost side has decent amount of spawns, just a fair warning. You have a spawn there, and then you have a spawn way back here, which is kind of rare to get. In this area, there's a spawn. I know 100% there is a spawn right here and on the other side of this, but that can be considered as the same spawn because they're in the same area. And I know there's a spawn back here as well, so all three of those spawns can be considered as the same spawn. Now you do have a spawn upstairs in the corner. You do have a spawn down here, like I said, and then you have a spawn in this corner over here. A lot of enemies actually spawn here when you push out pretty much almost both sides of the map. And then you also have a spawn upstairs, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, you also have a spawn up here as well. So that's a lot of spawns already for the Ghost side. The Ghost side has more of a disadvantage because after you push out this building, they all spawn on this side, and it's basically a spawn fest. Like, it's really bad. But coming to this side, this is still Ghost team, by the way. They have a spawn here, a spawn here, and two spawns back here. Now, this is where I said Ghost and Phantoms share these spawns. This is only when teammates actually get pushed out. But to force this spawn over here, which you might want to do because it makes it a lot easier for you to pick off your enemies, is completely force out this building. Completely. Like, take out all the enemies in this building and hold that building down and try to hold that back purple place, and then you force all of them to spawn over here. And the spawns are very, very easy to control. Now I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. But there's a spawn here, and a spawn here. All those are shared by both teams. There's a spawn back there, I already showed that, and there is a spawn right here. Now, the spawn trapping I want to talk about here, if you have about one enemy on top, and one of your teammates up here, right, and you're on the Phantom side, if you have one teammate up here, and you have pretty much about 6 teammates holding down this building over here, that will force all the enemies to spawn on this lower area, around here, and right in that corner right over there. And what you could do, if you're by yourself up here, you could be up here shooting people, and then you could peek this corner right here, and a lot of enemies spawn in that corner, and you get easy kills. Easy kills. And that's probably with my 80 kill games. That's usually what I do in most of my 80 kill games on this map. But that's pretty much all the spawns. Now, I have seen people spawn here before, which that's a very rare spawn you don't need to worry about. And then there is a spawn here and a spawn here. These are the 2 spawns you don't need to worry about at all, because usually you don't get these spawns. I usually spawn here when there is literally no enemies, or there's enemies all around the map holding down each spawn. So I would get that spawn. These are the rare spawns to actually try to help you get out of spawn traps right there. Those are the force you out of spawn traps, basically. Those are those type of spawns right there that help you in a way. But anyways, that is all these spawns. If I missed any spawns, make sure to tell me down below in the comments. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. I'm pretty sure. But the ghost side does have a lot more spawns than usual, but they're all in the same area, so you really can't consider them as more spawns, because there's like 2 spawns in this building. Actually, there's 3, because one in the bottom level. There's like 3 spawns in this building alone. And then we have 4 spawns over there alone at the Phantom side. And then the ghost side also has a bunch of spawns over there as well. So they're not really considered a lot of spawns. They're all in the same area, but Phantom side is more spread out, I guess you could say. I don't know why they're not all in the same area like this side, but this side has more buildings that ghosts can spawn at. So that's why that is happening. But Phantom forces, I guess they could be in a disadvantage in a way, but I think ghosts are in a bigger disadvantage. That's why they have more spawn areas, because if you're on ghost, or if you're on Phantoms, you hold down this building and they're spawning over there, it's easy kills for you. Because you can see that place is all open. There's like no cover in that area, like at all, pretty much. So it makes it a lot easier for Phantoms. But I could see that Phantoms are in a disadvantage in a way, because ghosts do have more buildings and higher gunfights. Personally, in my opinion, whoever has the height over somebody, they usually win all the gunfights. That's usually how it works. So ghost could have a big advantage, also have a disadvantage. So it goes both ways here. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys want me to do more of these spawn videos, I know this one has been highly requested. So many people asking me to do this. I do apologize for not actually doing it. It took me so long to actually come and like release this video. I will do more of these if you guys want me to. Leave a like on the video if you guys want me to teach you the spawns, and also I can do a video like just showing you spawn traps, like best way to get kills. I could do that as well if you guys want. But I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Peace out.